Hello, 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 everybody. It's Monica Bravo, and I am getting online so that I can share this tech with you. And I want you to really think about your funnels, right? A lot of times, what I find with clients is that they don't think about the end process, right? How much everything is going to cost to actually complete. So if you have things like an email funnel, if you have things like a website, if you're paying someone to do your website, if you're paying to attract customers, if you're paying for advertising, if you're paying for, there's just so many different things that you have to consider that you might pay for in your lifetime. So I'm going to talk a little bit today about funnels. And if you have questions about funnels, just ask me. The biggest part is really deciding what you're going to do. Are you going to have an online course? Are you going to have an online membership? Are you going to reach people on Instagram, Facebook? A big part of our funnels is actually where we find our clients. And I don't think that we think about that enough, right? I really want you to consider that you have to think about what you are using as your platform. So I'm going to share, let's see if I can share my screen for you. And then you're going to see, I'm going to kind of go through some of the tech that you will be using. Sorry, it says that you cannot hear me. I'm hoping you all can hear me. Let me just test this. The tech. Yes, you can. That. There we go. There's our test, everybody. You saw me with my eCam live. So let's go through this tech. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you. And we are going to really look at first what you are using for your email funnel. Okay, so some of you are using, let me see if I can move this to the side. Some of you are using a webinar system to attract clients. Now, I'm going to go through some pricing on attracting your clients, and I really want you to consider that the pricing is going to add up, right? So think of step one in your funnel is actually getting people to your website, getting people to your Facebook, right? Or moving them from Facebook onto your website. So it's either or. So I want to go through a few of these items. And again, if you have questions for me, just ask me questions. This is Webinar Jam. So I want you to look at this. If you watched a webinar with me recently, I use Webinar Jam. Now this, I want you to think of cost. This is $189 per, well, $479 per year, or $189 every year. I mean, every 3 payments of $189 for the year. Okay, so that is something you would use for webinars, to host your webinars, and I'll show you the back end here. So here's some of my webinars. I did a webinar last night on fasting. I did a women's workshop, and I did a spring renewal coaching program using a webinar. And so this is something you can consider as an entrepreneur, is using Webinar Jam. And again, this is $479 per year, or $189 every year. I have been using this for over 4 years and actually joined when it was a one-time price, so I got lucky. So now I want you to think about when a client actually books a session with you, what you are using for appointments and for email. So a lot of people use Mailchimp. So let me just go here. This is Mailchimp. And I just want you to look here. I want you to look here and notice if you have subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, and you send 12,000 emails per month, that would be, here would be only 6 emails you could send to your 2,000 subscribers. It's free. If you want to send unlimited emails per month and you only have 500 subscribers, which let me tell you, that is not a lot, it will be $10 a month. If you want to go pro and you want to have unlimited emails, multiple users, only 500 subscribers, that would be pro, right? So, and with these are all the different options. And the thing to remember is you can have a landing page, which would be a web page that goes with your campaigns. So this is Mailchimp. Next, we're going to talk about Convertkit. So Convertkit is what a lot of people are using right now for automations. So when you have an email funnel, I want you to think that you're going to be sending anywhere from 100 to 1,000 subscribers in the beginning per month. You can have customizable forms, email, chat support. The thing here is that once you hit 1,000 subscribers, just think of really popular people like Marie Forleo and Tony Robbins. I'm sure they are way over 5,000 subscribers. So for up to 5,000, that's $79 a month. That is Convertkit. And they have reporting, they have integrations. You can send emails, and that will connect to something like somebody making an appointment with you. So let's talk about next, Active Campaign. So Active Campaign is another campaigning mail server type thing where you're sending unlimited emails. You're basically doing email marketing, right? So just look at the prices here again, $17 all the way to $229 a month. So this and Mailchimp, Convertkit, right? These are really high level automation systems where you can actually funnel people through your process, through your marketing, right? So you would set it up. That's what takes the most time, is really figuring out what you're going to do. And this is what I try to talk to you all about with a 10 clients in 10 days, is you need to know what your client's biggest, problem is and what you're solving for them. And then actually send emails that talk about that problem. So next is, once they open an email, you might say, schedule a yoga session, Reiki session, intuitive session, coaching session. You want them to be able to click on something like Mailchimp or Acuity and actually Mailchimp or Convertkit and actually make an appointment with you. So I use Acuity. The reason why I use it is because I like the surveys that you can use. So you can do free if just one user, but the merging is $15. And then if you have 6 calendars, like I have a wellness office, we could all use this feature, right? So I just want you to think about that. You have to think about where you're going to actually email back your customers, and this will let them sign up for an appointment. It logs into your calendar, and so on and so on. So next, we talked about Webinar Jam. Next, we're going to talk about where you're going to host your your courses, where you're going to host. And this is what I do with my one-on-one clients, is we figure out if they're going to do something like Kajabi, which a lot of people use Kajabi, but you can only have 5 products for they're $129 a month and only 1,000 active members. You can also do a marketing campaign in Kajabi, so you wouldn't need Mailchimp or Convertkit or another email marketing system. So that's something to think about. You could just do this per month. And then you can also decide if you wanted to do something like a course hosting website, or use your website and just add in a widget for that, right? So most of these places give you a free trial, but then they will start charging you after the fact. So I want you to think about that. They will give you a free trial most always, but they're going to charge you later. So Kajabi is somewhere you can have your courses. Kartra is another one. You can have your courses $89, $149, or $299 a month. And then you can also use WordPress. So let me just type in here WordPress for you all. So WordPress is a hosting for your websites, and they actually have membership. I'm going to click on here for you, membership platforms that you can use. So you can do a simple membership in WordPress, right? And then you can also have WooCommerce, or you can have things like simple membership or member. I'm trying to remember the name. So these are plugins, and you also have to pay a monthly cost for this. So that's something to think about. So I want you to think about what you currently have to send direct email. So there's ActiveCampaign, there's Convertkit, there's Mailchimp, right? And then what are you using for your appointments? There's Acuity. So once you send an email, they click on it, they can make an appointment. You would use Acuity or Set More, or there's so many different ones that you could use, right? And then where's your, once they make an appointment and once they get an email, are you going to have a webinar for them? So you can use Webinar Jam, you can do a live call on Facebook, or are you going to use something like Kajabi or Kartra, where you can host your courses and or your memberships? So this is something you really need to dial down in the beginning so you're not spinning your wheels. And I wanted to really talk to you all about this because I don't want you to worry about I don't want you to worry about all these different costs. If you add $129.49, right, that's already $50. $179 for emails, and then maybe just this emerging or $25, that's almost $200. And that is just with a course hosting, with your email, and then a appointment scheduler. And then you have to think about what you're going to use for hosting your webinars and hosting your website. So you really need to think about all these different costs. My one-on-one clients, I actually give them a solution that they can just tune into one specific platform. So let me just go back here. So I really want you to think today is how much money do you want to spend on the tech? And then also it takes a lot of time to set up your emails, to link your emails to your mail server, to link your mail server to your appointment center, to link your webinars and make the emails, link those to your mailing lists. I really want you to think about what techie stuff you need to take care of, where you're going to host your website, where are you going to host your webinars, and where are you going to host your course or membership. So I want you to let me know if you have any questions and I can answer them. I was going to do a tech week in September for back to school so that we can really learn about our tech. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.